Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and as you can see, we are jumping straight into the action. But before we do that, there is a couple of things I would like to cover. First of all, in the previous episode, I don't think I mentioned this, but we didn't do the tour of the stadium because basically the Google car stopped about a street away, so we're probably in the bad end of town, and they just didn't really want to come over and see us, I suppose. Then we also have Stosic. He is back in the lineup. He is nice and fit, so he's on the bench. And last but no means least, the team we are versing today, Mattersburg, went and messed up their game in hand. So we are only 6 points behind going into today's game, so hopefully we can half that today. And our team looking to do that is Halak in goal. We have Van Neck, Gantz, Guga, goals at the back. Park and Lucas in central defensive mid. Desmaili in central midfield, Tekka and Payet in central attacking mid, and of course Holmes up front. Now, our bench consists of Hankick, Schultz, Achilia, John Obi Mikel, Stosic, Philippe, and Tadic. And as you can see, they're going for a nice 4-2-3-1. Solid formation. I can't really have much complaints about that one. So they're probably going to try and bomb down our wings as we try and go up the gut. Martin, though, thinks we should tell the team we expect them to prove a point today. And I think that is reasonable. In fact, you know, passionately. I fully expect you to end our poor run of form here. If you can't beat these, we deserve to go down. Because quite frankly, they're the worst team in the league besides us. Will you look to attack here? Well, Tobias of the Watton Football Messenger, who is an enthusiastic fellow who we are indifferent with, we will go out and attack from the kickoff. It's not the best weather for football out there. Yes, it's actually light snow today, which we was expecting in the previous episode, but we seem to have got it today. How do you think the conditions will have... I don't think they're too bad. So, Mattersburg are unbeaten in 5 games against Tyrol. Well, I wasn't the manager for any of those. Can you end that run now? I don't like it, and I'm desperate for it to end. So let's go and end this terrible run of form right now. I don't particularly like that tunnel entrance though, it's just a door, which is a bit weird. We're all coming out of one single door. But they have a free kick on this left hand side, whipped in, and it's an early goal. It's not looking good, folks. We're definitely moving up to attack, that is for sure. On this snowy day. I don't think this is going to be 4 survivals in a row. This one is looking a bit tougher than the previous ones were. That is for sure. But we will attempt to fight back. Van Neck coming down this left-hand side, whips it across to Lucas. Lucas now to Dimitri Payet. Dimitri Payet gets it out wide to Goals. Can Goals get a lovely cross in? He does, but it's into the side netting. And I'm in fact going to just knock this down a little bit. So... yeah, we'll try medium. Because with the more complex names, it is a bit more difficult on a higher speed. Oh, lovely free kick by Payet. Unfortunately, Gantz's shot is saved. We do have a corner, and I think it's Payet to take. I'm pretty sure I'll put Dimitri Payet on pretty much every set piece there is possible. Holmes gets onto it, but it's an awful header. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And we have a few nervous faces, and they should be nervous because I'm going to tell them to show some passion. That's us fired them up. After the whole defence and goalkeeper looked like they was about to get nervous on me. Oh, no, they're all nervous. We have Van Neck who is anxious. And the goalkeeper is now anxious. But 3 of our defenders are nervous. This is not looking good. This is not looking good at all, my friends. Demand more. Spiked on a few of them. That defence is looking a bit worrying though. That is for certain. And I'm very confused by why they're all so nervous and anxious. We're versing the worst team besides ourselves, and we have more possession. So it is 6 shots to 5 shots, 4 on target to their 1, 7 fouls to 8 fouls, 1 yellow card to 0 yellow card, 52% possession to 48. They are, of course, 1-0 up from that free kick going into the back post and being nodded into the goal. Now, the best performers are Dimitri Payet. He's got a 7 rating and a 5.8 kilometres distance covered for us. And we have Cancola for them, 1 goal and a 7.1 as a result. Struggling to perform is Goals. He's made 2 mistakes and got a 6.5. Halper for them has got a 6.5, but no reason for it. Now, the only other game that's currently going on is Salzburg is drawing to Altac away from home 0-0. So, let's head to the dressing room where Martin thinks shelled the team. That was disappointing. I think it was indeed. I want to see a much better showing in the second half, lads. Deal with this body language. Stop being nervous. Chill with the anxiousness. Like I said, if we can't beat these, we don't deserve to stay up, quite frankly, because this is the one team we should definitely be beating. We're at home. It's the worst team besides us. We should be able to pick up points here. And this is definitely a little bit slow for me, just watching that drift out. So, Payet whips it in, headed away. Lucas collects the ball now. Plays it out wide to Payet, possibly. No, he tries a crossfield ball and it is intercepted. Halper, and it's the end of the highlight. Not quite sure why it showed us that bit, to be honest. Wasn't really much of a highlight. But we are going to tell the lads to show some passion. In fact, we are going for a change of shape. Do we have anyone we can force out onto this right wing? You can go out onto the right wing. The problem is, if I force you out onto the right wing, we have no one for the left wing. So, Tadic, how do you feel about coming on today? Tekers, are you having... Tekers is having a rough game. So, Tadic, Tekers, throw on an extra striker. We're going Poacher, Target Man, Support. Dimitri Payet can go here. You can stick as a non-gauntry, I suppose. We then swap these two around. You can drop there. You know what? John Obi Mikel, get on. You get on. We're going to swap to an anchor man. Stosik's going to come in and strengthen our central midfield. Put him on attack. Because quite frankly, we need to get forward. We're going to go very attacking. And let's just pray we can pull something out of today's game, which has been rather disappointing so far. But they have a free kick just in our half. Nemeth playing it back to Mara. Gets it up to Gruber. Gruber holding up the ball nicely. Coming down this left-hand side. He has got past one. He plays it out wide to Nemeth. Nemeth has space. It is blocked though. And we have Holmes on this right-hand side for us. Bombing it down the wing. Tries to cross it but gets it to nobody. Gives it straight back to the defence. And the goalkeeper has hoofed it up. It's now with Tearman. Tearman coming down this right-hand side. Plays it out wide to Berholt. Erhardt plays it back. It's now with Gugagin. Yeah, I completely butchered that one, but we're with Halap now. Halap? Halper. Yes. Illiterate. Some would say I'm very illiterate right now. And I don't know what to make of today's game, quite frankly. This has been a mess. A game we really need to be winning, and it's gone like this. Not enjoying this one, folks. Like I said, this season, it's going to be a rough ride. It's definitely not going to be the fun we've had the past few. That is certain. Van Neck plays it back to Gantz, though. Gantz on the halfway line across to Guga. Guga now out wide to Goals. Goals coming down this right-hand side. Can he whip in a cross? Plays it inside to Desmail. Now with John Obi Mikel. Van Neck plays a nice ball up to Tadic. Tadic, come on, you beauty. Tadic at least gives us a little bit of a chance of taking something out of today's game with the first goal for us. Unfortunately though, as you can see, the body language, it's a little all over the place. Our goalkeeper's frustrated. Most of our defence is never so very frustrated. Anxious midfielders, anxious strikers. It's not looking great, folks. But we're going to tell them to show some passion. We're probably going to throw probably a brick, never mind a hairdryer, at a few of the players after this one. But yes, this has definitely been a rough couple of games, that's for sure. 2 minutes to try and pull something back? No, just no, we're not. It is, of course, 2-1 to Mattersburg here today. We've had 10 shots, they've had 11, 7 on target, they've had 4. 15 fouls to 15 fouls, 5 yellow cards, 1 yellow card, 52% possession to 48. We didn't perform as we should have, and we really should have taken our chances. We had more than they did, and yet we managed to lose. But Dmitry Payet was our best performer. He had a 7.2 rating and a 92% passing completion ratio. For them was Mara. He got a 7.3 and no reason for it. Now, struggling to perform was Tekir. He got 3 mistakes and a 6.5. For them was Nemeth. He made 2 mistakes and a 6.3 as a result. Now, as you can see, we've continued our terrible losing form, which we really need to get off before we plummet into the division below. But we are, of course, you know, I'm getting aggressive with these lads. I'm not happy with that result. Enough of being assertive. No, this is time to be aggressive with the lads. There's a 6-point gap. We've just lost to the team who is now 2 spots above us. Luckily, Hartberg are only 6 points if they lose their next game, which we need to now pray for. But that is just poor. That is really poor. Admittedly, it's only them 2 for us, but our team's morale has got to be completely in the bin right now. But I'm going to head on over to Eski Graz, and I'll hopefully see you fine folks there at the stadium in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, so we are finally here outside the home of Stengras to verse Nestro El Maestro in today's game. So I'm going to head on into the entrance behind me, and I'll hopefully see you fine folks in the stadium in just a second. Okay everyone, it is time to kick off our second game of today's episode, and as you can see, I've gone for quite the tactical tweak. We are now rocking the 4-2-3-1, as is our opponents today. Our team is, of course, Helak in goal. We have Van Neck, Guga, Achillier, and goals at the back. That is because Guga went and got suspended. I believe he amalgamated too many yellow cards, so he's currently on a match suspension. We then have Stosic and Desmaili in central midfield. In front of them, of course, is Dmitry Payet. That means Felipe goes on to the left-hand side, Holmes goes on to the right, and Tadic goes up front. Now, our bench consists of Hankick, Schultz, Boba, Luca, Park, John Obi Mikel, and of course Tekir. So without further ado, let's go talk to our assistant, and hopefully he's in a little bit better mood today. After all, I did give the team a bit of a team talking. They said their morale was low, as I expected, so I gave them a bit of a talking and it worked lovely. I basically passionately told them they're better than they're acting, and they are. So let's pick them up. So Martins thinks we should remind the players there's no real pressure on them today. You know what? Passionately, we owe them. There's no pressure, but we owe them revenge. Just go out and give them revenge. As the lowest scorers in the Premier Division, what are you doing to improve your fortunes in front of goal? Well, Matthias of the Austrian Football Review, an experienced but friendly enough fellow who is indifferent about us. We're looking at everything from tactical changes to individual work, as you can see from us completely changing tactic. You're 12th in the Premier Division form table after poor... Seriously, you're going to blame the run of results on me? I've had 2 games. This man, the audacity. We need to find some form quickly. This is a good chance for us to do so. It's reasonable. We are playing in heavy snow against a team that's in the middle of the table. SK Sterngrat's recent good run has them 3rd in the Premier form table. How much of a threat do they pose? They pose a threat, but so do we. At least they have a proper tunnel to come out of, unlike us, we just have a door. A simple door, which occasionally needs WD-40, because it does get a little squeaky. But we have a goal kick for a highlight. This is an interesting way to start off the highlight, but we have goals, plural, coming down the right-hand side. Plays it inside to Home. Home, can he get across? In? No, plays it out wide to Goals. Goals once more, whips it into Felipe. Can't keep his header down though. That is unfortunate. They are now on the attack. No, they've gave it straight back to Guga. I apologise, Guga is not the one suspended. Who is the one suspended then? That is the question. I'm sorry, but I need to check this now. I thought it was Guga who was suspended. Oh, the quickest way I'll just be doing it this way. Right, suspension is... Oh, it's Gantz. Gantz Guga. There's a lot of G's back there. But anyways, my apologies. Let's get back into the game. I'm getting distracted by who is not on the pitch instead of focusing on the players who actually are. I don't think our goalkeeper was really focusing either. So we have just gone and conceded. So, show some passion, lads. We're 12 minutes in and we're already a goal down. This is not good. The golden oldies experience is not coming up trumps right now. Our goalkeeper is lacking in ability. Our defence is definitely lacking, and we're not really scoring a whole lot. But they have a throwing now on the right-hand side. Easy is how they would probably express this game, to be honest. But hopefully we can bring this one back. As you can see, it's very rough down here. We're 9 points clear now because... Hold on. I didn't see them pick up that result, but we are 9 points clear. So we definitely need to pick up a win here, that is for sure. Ling is going to run through the defence there and kick it wide. I think he felt a little sorry for us. We're letting him have way too many opportunities, and he just thought, no, I'll miss this one for you. I'll come back and score a hat-trick in the second half. It's all good. But it is Sturm Graz 1, WSG Tirol 0. They've had 7 shots, we've had 2. 3 on target, we've had 0. 3 fouls to 9, 1 yellow card, 40% possession to 60% possession. Now their best performer has been Ameling. He's got 1 goal and a 7.2. For us is Halak, weirdly, with a 6.9 considering he's conceded a goal. Now struggling to perform is Potsman. He's got 6.5 for them and 2 mistakes. For us is Van Neck. He's got 6.4 and he's been offside twice, which is rather impressive considering he's our defender. Salzburg, of course, is winning 2-0 at home to Rapid Vienna. Martineau thinks we should remind the team there is no real pressure. So, passionately, go out, get revenge. That went down again very well. Unfortunately, though, I don't think it's going to be a whole lot of good. Because this has definitely been a rough game. Stosic gets out to Desmaili. Desmaili gets it up to Felipe. Felipe, though, it's intercepted. He wins it back. Lovely play, Felipe. Whips it in. It is headed away, though. And they are on the counter-attack with Lemma. Lemma coming up the gut. Will he play a through ball through to Ameling? Ameling gets onto it. Yep. Could see that come from a mile away. Get me out of Austria now, I think. I definitely did the previous manager a favour. Because this is definitely a tough team to save from relegation. I think we're probably going to have to start sitting back and just trying to pull out draws. Squeeze out some 1-pointers. Perhaps I might do that in the next video, because... Hold on. Oh, no, they're going to be in the relegation group. So we really need to be challenging anyone in the relegation group. But we're not challenging these. This has just been painful. It's like pulling teeth right now. You know what? Let's see how you deal with the pressure. See if you get on any better. We're then going to take Van Neck off. We're going to give some guys a run out and just try them out. Because we definitely need to change something. That is for sure. We might end up moving Dimitri Payet to the bench, which When it comes to set pieces, probably not the smartest idea. Then again, we could always play for set pieces. I should probably add that to our tactic, to be honest. For a team as low as ours, playing set pieces is probably the best way to go. Because we can score set pieces. Or Dimitri Payet can score set pieces. But apparently Emelian can also score set pieces and has got his 15th goal of the season. Yes. I don't know what to do in this situation, folks. It's all downhill. Look, our goal difference is hammered, so, you know, we may as well go very attacking. We can't ruin our goal difference any more than it's ruined. We are at -20 to the next team, so goals, goals. Can he get down the right-hand side and help us get some goals? No. The irony of having a guy called Goals in your team when you cannot get goals is remarkable. But Lemmer is cutting in from the left-hand side. Will he get shot off? He will, and it is wide. We got off lucky in that situation. This honestly could have been a lot worse than it is right now. I spoke too soon. This is exactly how it could have gone. Ooh. So, is that full time now? Yeah, guys, can we agree on full time? I don't fancy trying to survive another 8 minutes plus additional time. Stosic, can we get one back, perhaps? Schultz plays it back to Guga. Guga now over to Felipe, doesn't. It's intercepted, but it is now with Tekier. Tekier gets one across to Tadic, but it's saved. I think we're going to have another rethink on the tactics, folks. We can't go up the guts. We can't spread out. Perhaps we try 5 at the back. I'll have to have a look at our depth screen before the next episode and see where we go from there. But today's player of the match, of course, was Emelian. He destroyed us, and as I said, he got that hat-trick in the end. So it is 5-0 to Stern Graz. They had 15 shots, we had 9 on target. We had 7 in the end, so we did actually manage to start shooting on target in the second half. Unfortunately, we gave away too many fouls though. They gave away 4, we gave away 21. 1 yellow card, 4 yellow cards, 40% possession to our 60. We really need to deal with our discipline problem, because these fouls are really hurting us. Emelian though, of course, got his hat-trick and a 9.6. Desmaili for us got a 7.1 and an 89% passing completion ratio. Now struggling to perform was Lejobic. He got a 6.6 and no reason for it, and Guga with a 6.3 and also no reason for it. Quite a few milestones. At 36 years old, Chilier became the oldest player by 111 days to ever play for us. Okay. Did he actually do anything with this? Did he heck? Admittedly, he wasn't our worst central defender though. The old man actually put up a fight, unlike his counterpart next to him. But Martin thinks we should tell the boys they did well. Well, in a 5-0 defeat. Lads, you did amazing. I was expecting it to be 8-0, but no, you only managed to concede 5. I literally don't know what's up with this assistant manager. But I'm going to get aggressive. I'm far from pleased. I don't care where we are in the table, where they are in the table. 5-0 is not acceptable. No, we can't say well done to that. I want to fire my assistant on the spot right now, to be honest with you. In fact, that is something I might look into between episodes. Perhaps I might get a much more useful assistant manager. But I thank you all for watching today's episode. I know it was a painful one, watching a 2-1 defeat and then this awful 5-0. But we are, of course, the team that's planted bottom of the league. We have been lucky in the previous seasons. We've had teams which are actually good and just struggling for form. But it looks like we've got definitely the worst team in the league in an awful position, and it's going to be one heck of a fight in this season. But again, I thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.